May all your dreams not come true. See, what can you dream of? If you have $1 million, maybe you'll think of $1 billion. I'm saying all your dreams are just exaggerations of what you already know. If you go like this, you're ensuring that nothing new ever happens to you. May your dreams not come true. May things that you could never dream of happen to you.
Work like hell. If other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve.
So what we are calling as life here is just a certain combination of time and energy. This combo of time and energy, unfortunately, majority of the people never learn to handle it seamlessly and wonderfully. Time by its own nature is such, you do something, it rolls. If you don't do something, it rolls. You don't have to push it, I'm saying. So the only way you can take charge of time is by mastering your energies, how they function. If you are functioning like a steam engine, it's a long time. If you're functioning like a jet engine, boom. So, this is not mastery of time, but consequentially, it is mastery of time. If what somebody does in 10 years, if you can do it in 1 year, if both of you live for 100 years, in terms of impact and profoundness of experience, you lived for 1,000 years. That is the only way you can take charge of time.
Like I said, just think of money as information. People often will think of money as having power in and of itself. It does not. If you are stranded on a tropical island and you have $1 trillion, it's useless.
I was in conversation with someone who is considered some kind of an expert on internet affairs and social media and all this. He's been looking at our material in the YouTube and various other platforms. He said, Sadhguru, already what is there here, you're throwing it all over the place, it's worth $1 billion. I said, see, what will I do with $1 billion? My interest is 7 billion people. I have no interest in $1 billion. My interest is people.
I think it's probably true that having a good breakfast is a good idea, but usually I don't have time for that, so probably half the time I don't have any breakfast.
It's happening to people. Their commitment to success is weak. What does success look like? What does it take? You know, I know family and friends who always have their breakfast, and after breakfast, of course, they must have coffee. And then they will go to work, come back home exactly on time for lunch, eat lunch, rest for 1 or 2 hours, sleep, and then again go to work. Well, that's their priority. But those who have been very successful, either in music, sport, art, business, spiritual process, doesn't matter what, those people never know when they ate, when they slept, when they got afternoon rest. I've not seen such a thing in my life.
You know, with Tesla, we're like trying to make things that people love. How many things can you buy that you really love, that really give you joy? That's what we're trying to do, just make things that somebody loves.
See, idiots do things that they don't like to do, suffer their whole life because they think it's needed or they think it's their duty. Intelligent people do what they love to do, they enjoy their life to some extent. But a genius learns to do what is needed joyfully. That's when your genius flowers, because it's no more about you. Now, there's a limitless way of looking at life. So, every aspect of this rally or many other things we have done, I don't even have to tell people that this must happen, this must happen, this must happen. I just make it up in my mind and I know it must happen and it will happen. Not because I'm exercising my will over the world, because I'm just fulfilling the will of the world, that's all.
the odds of me coming into the rocket business, not knowing anything about rockets, not having ever built anything, I mean, I would have to be insane if I thought the odds were in my favor.
Why even begin?
When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor.
How much of your personal fortune have you poured into this?
$100 million.
$100 million into something that you did not believe would work at the beginning.
Yes.
Those who are committed to being successful with whatever they're doing, one important aspect of their life is they're not settling down wherever it's a bit comfortable. Because comfort will happen when they lower you to in the grave, very comfortable you are, you know. Have you seen how comfortable they are? Comfort will come. Right now, it's about ensuring that there is profoundness of experience and there is impactfulness of activity. Because if they had given you a limitless amount of time, you could do all those things, nothing wrong. I'm not against them. But they gave you such little time with such tremendous potential of being human, that's the problem. If your idea of success is you're doing little better than your neighbor, I call that sickness, that is not success. It doesn't matter whether you're better than somebody or worse than somebody, that question should not even come up in your mind. But in some way you feel you're using yourself fully and there's a certain sense of fulfillment. Because human being has come with such open sense of possibilities, you come unformed, you don't come fixed, you have to fix yourself. Different people throw different types of balls at you, it doesn't matter whether somebody thinks you're worthwhile or not. You feel you're a worthwhile life, good enough for now. World may not recognize, it doesn't matter, but you know you're worthwhile.